Have you ever found yourself saying, "I'll start tomorrow"? We all have. We're all guilty of waiting for that perfect spark, that magical burst of motivation that's supposed to propel us into action. But what if that spark never comes? What if you're left waiting forever? Let me tell you a story about a young monk who lived high up in the mountains. Every single morning, he would wake up and just wait. He was waiting for a feeling, an internal signal that it was time to start his duties. On some days, he felt inspired, and he would meditate with focus and purpose. But on most days, he didn't feel anything at all. And on those days, he'd tell himself, "Not today. The feeling isn't right. I'll do better tomorrow." Of course, weeks turned into months, and he started to notice a troubling pattern. Tomorrow never actually came. His progress stalled, and a sense of unease began to settle in his heart. One particularly cold morning, his old master found him sitting by the river, looking completely lost. The master approached him gently and asked, "Why do you sit here every day? Just waiting." The young monk sighed and replied, "I am waiting for motivation. When I feel ready, when the inspiration strikes, I know I will give my best." The old master smiled, a knowing, gentle smile. He bent down, picked up a smooth, gray stone from the riverbank, and dropped it into the still water. Ripples spread out in perfect circles, disturbing the calm surface. The master turned to the monk and said, "Do you see that stone? It didn't wait for permission to fall. It didn't ask if the water was ready. It simply did what it was meant to do." The young monk sat in silence, contemplating his master's words. Motivation. The master continued, is like the wind. It's powerful, and it can carry you far, but you cannot control when it blows. Sometimes it's a gale, other times there's nothing but stillness. But discipline. Discipline is like breathing. It happens whether you feel like it or not. It is constant, reliable, and it is what sustains you. That day, something shifted inside the young monk. He stopped waiting. He just started. He woke up, he meditated, he worked in the gardens, he prayed all, without expecting to feel ready or inspired. He simply did what needed to be done. Days passed, then months, then years. His practice deepened, his mind grew clear, and a profound sense of peace settled over him. One afternoon, a weary traveler came to the monastery seeking wisdom. He saw the monk, now no longer so young, and was struck by his calm and focused presence. The traveler asked, "How do you stay so calm, so focused, every single day? What is your secret?" The monk smiled gently and said, "There is no secret. I simply stopped chasing motivation, and I started trusting consistency." So, the next time you hear that little voice in your head saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," I want you to remember this, monk. You don't need to feel ready to start. You don't need a sign from the universe. You just need to begin. Time doesn't wait for any of us. Every second that ticks by is a piece of your life that you'll never get back. It's a moment gone forever. So, act now, not because you feel a sudden jolt of inspiration, but because life itself won't pause for you to catch up. Stop searching for motivation outside of yourself. It's an unreliable friend. Instead, become the kind of person who moves, who acts, who creates Sivan when the wind is completely still. Build your discipline, one breath at a time, and you will build a life of purpose. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content to help you on your journey. See you in the next one.